we're back, the holidays are over, now what?
Well, now, of course, we expect further volatility in the Turkish Lira. I'd say that the Bayram period, actually, by and large, there was no particular development that pushed the needle in terms of developments. We've seen statements by the president, also by his chief spokesman, saying that this is a war of attrition by the United States to undermine Turkey, but that doesn't change the narrative. It's basically where we left off.
So what is Erdogan's next move?
Erdogan's next move really is to continue keeping the hatches closed, basically. We expect the Turkish government to try and ride through this storm and until there's some kind of let-up. But as we see things, the United States is probably going to continue turning the screws on Turkey until Pastor Branson is released.
Anthony, within Turkey and within Mr. Erdogan as a new government, are they getting any kind of traction in terms of economic confidence, financial confidence, and the ability to execute some sort of salvage plan?
No, I would say not. We saw in August statements by the Turkey's chief tsar for the economy. He said the right things in terms of, fiscal reform, in terms of consolidation, but at the same time there was a lack of details. What Turkey needs clearly is a detailed plan in terms of how it's going to get itself out of this very difficult economic situation. There needs to be measures taken to absolutely address corporate debt, which stands at about $330 billion US. That's non-financial sector debt. We also need to see the central bank provided the independence and the ability to hike rates. And there's little to suggest that Erdogan's going to withdraw.
Well said. Kit Jukes with SocGen with us. Kit, at what level of lira do we get the attitude adjustment to begin to affect Anthony Skinner's plan?
Look, I think it's going to be... The danger is this happens quite slowly. I mean, in the first instance, we traded in markets going nowhere. We traded 620 for a week in a pretty much closed market. We pop up to 625, 630, and then we're going to be talking about 7 again every morning, and we'll be right back in volatility. We'll be talking about the intransigence of policymakers towards getting real interest rates back above zero and moving forwards. But behind it all, what we're going to see is the economy is going to really slow down from here. And the economy is already in an adjustment phase. The current account deficit is going to start shrinking and the economy weakens, and it'll be the domestic implications of that matter. But I agree with Anthony. The problem is neither side, US or Turkey, looks like they're going to give an inch on their current stance. And so the question is, can markets change anything? And I'm not even sure that does. But I'm sure that a deep economic slowdown is what comes next.